Think Again, Part 23. She nominated Dave. She nominated David Oddsson for all three spots as Iceland's Prime Minister from 1991 to 2004. Oddsson put the country's banks in jeopardy by privatizing them. Then, as governor of Iceland's central bank from 2005 to 2009, he allowed the bank's balance sheets to balloon to more than 10 times the national GDP. When the people protested this mismanagement, Odysseus refused to resign and had to be forced out by parliament. Time magazine later identified him as one of the 25 people to blame for financial crisis worldwide. Nevertheless, in 2016, Oddsson announced his candidacy for the presidency of Iceland. My experience and knowledge, which is considerable, could go well with this office. In theory, confidence and competence go hand in hand. In practice, they often diverge. You can see it when people rate their own leadership skills and are also evaluated by the colleagues, supervisors, or subordinates. In a meta analysis of 95 studies involving over 100,000 of people, women typically underestimated their leadership skills, while men overestimated their skills. You've probably met some of the football fans who are convinced they know more than the coaches on the sidelines. That's the armchair quarterback syndrome, where confidence exceeds competence, even after calling financial plays that destroyed an economy. David Oddsson still refused to acknowledge that he wasn't qualified to coach, let alone quarterback. He was blind to his weakness. There are two persons seated at a table opposite to each other. Let me interrupt your expertise with my confidence. The opposite armchair of quarterback syndrome is imposter syndrome, where competence exceeds confidence. Think of the people you know who believe that they don't deserve their success. They are genuinely unaware of just how intelligent, creative, or charming they are. And no matter how hard you try, you can't get them to rethink their views. Even after an online petition proved that many others had confidence in her, Hala Tomaster still wasn't convinced she was qualified to lead her country. She was blind to her strengths, although they had opposite blind spots. Being on extremes of confidence left both candidates reluctant to rethink their plans. The ideal level of confidence probably lies somewhere between being an armchair quarterback and an imposter. How did we find that sweet how did we find that sweet spot? The ignorance of arrogance. One of my favorite accolades is a Sterickel Award for research that is and entertaining as it is lightning. It is called the IGTM Nobel Prize, and it's handed out by actual Nobel laureates one autumn in college. I raced to the campus theater to watch the ceremony along with over 1,000 fellow nerds. The winners included a pair of physicists who created a magnetic field to levitate a live frog, a trio of chemists who discovered that biochemistry of romantic love has something in common with the obsessive compulsive disorder, and a computer scientist who invented Pause Sense. This is a software that detects cat paws on the keyboard and makes an annoying noise to deter them. Unclear whether it also worked with dogs.